right, the go-home show before Survivor Series, and it was... dip it. Did you watch SmackDown last week? That triple threat elimination match with Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, and Dolph Ziggler. 3 workhorses. Beautiful match. That sunset flip powerbomb superplex spot, great. But that was SmackDown, that was last week. So now, on to Raw. Yeah, a lot of this being Team Authority, Team Cena. The IC title match, Dolph Ziggler on Luke Harper, which should have been an awesome match. 2 guys. You get the guy who can sell almost any move, and a guy who just looks brutal in the ring for the IC Championship. Pre-match beatdown by Mercury and Noble because heels. Luke Harper wins, and then post-match beatdown by Rollins because Team Authority. Okay. Sheamus gets the match against Big Show, with the winner getting a title shot against Brock Lesnar. I guess that'd be the title shot at WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble one is already John Cena. I don't picture Brock Lesnar wrestling another match between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Nice hard-hitting match, 2 Haas's, worked well. But, no run-in by Rusev and Henry. Sheamus no longer on Team Cena. Sad face. And Grumpy Cat took up, enough time for 2 matches because internet memes. Cesaro took on Ryback in a match that went a lot longer than it should have. The upside being that, Cesaro wrestled a great match. It was pulling out some pretty good stuff from Ryback. And I'm glad Ryback isn't just, like a juggernaut. I'm glad he's like Colossus. He takes damage and he works his way through the match and he prevails in the end. It's decent. Nikki took on Brie J. Lee in an exhibition match that can only be described as toilet break. AJ distracted Nikki, which allowed Brie to get a roll-up victory. I think it'll be 30 days. I want to say that is next Monday. We're pretty close to it. We're I want to say it was October 26th was Hell in a Cell. So by November 25th, 26th, the 30-day you must slave thing is done with the Bellas. So I guess then if Nikki wins the title, that's when they'll have their feud. After the match, AJ laid on both of them, which probably makes me think that maybe in December we'll see a triple threat match at TLC with the Bellas and AJ Lee because Total Divas is on hiatus. Tyson Kidd took on Adam Rose again because Bunny, and got the victory. And then Adam Rose got sodomized by the Bunny because furries. What else happened on Raw? You can tell it was an exciting episode of Raw, but it's and lots of recaps. And John Cena not coming down to help out any of his guys. They got the crap beat out of him in the matches. All 4 teams involved in the fatal 4-way match for the tag belts. Essentially, your whole tag division had an 8-man tag. So, the Dusts and the Mizes took on the Usos and Los Matadores. Michael Cole needs to quit referring to a single matador as Los Matador. You could say, El Matador. You do not refer to a single matador as Los Matadores. You don't refer to a single individual as a plural. I don't commonly say we or us, describing myself. And the Dusts won. So I guess now we get to go into the Survivor Series matches. Oh, and Bray Wyatt cut another pretty good promo, and then had Dean Ambrose cut a promo, and then attack him from behind, with the crowd kind of being lukewarm for it. So I guess we'll talk about Survivor Series. Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose. I've never seen a match where both guys need to win more than this match. Ambrose has not had successful pay-per-view runs. Wyatt has not had successful pay-per-view runs. Not since Royal Rumble, when he had that awesome match with Daniel Bryan. That was like the apex of his career this entire year. He had a great storyline with John Cena, but just got relentlessly buried. Like John Cena had a backhoe with Bray Wyatt's name on it. And both these guys really, really need to win. Beyond that, they need to put on an awesome match. They need to put on a match that makes people forget that this feud started with the main event of Hell in a Cell. They really need that moment. Whoever wins, I will be satisfied. It's a good match. They both desperately need a win. I think either one they'll get in the W is going to be awesome. Fatal 4-way tag match. The Dusts have no one to feud with. That's the whole division is there. Los Matadors and the Dusts. Meh. The Usos. Better matches, but still meh. Mizdow and The Miz. Mizdow's white hot. At this point, you might have to toss the titles on them. There really is nothing else going on in that tag division, which is sad. Because it used to be the hottest division that broke up the Shield and the Wyatts because more people, more t-shirts. I have no idea. Nikki AJ. If Nikki wins, she'll feud with Brie. If AJ wins, they'll both feud with Brie. So either way, we're going into a triple threat match at TLC. Period. Will Brie turn heel and join forces with Nikki to run roughshod over the division again? You know, that's what they did like in 2011 or 10 before they got fired. Well, the IC title match, not a happy one. US title match, not a happy one. Brock Lesnar's defending his title against nobody. I guess now it's Team Authority versus Team Cena. Are leaving anything out? Man, I feel like I'm leaving something out. I hope I'm leaving something out. There'll probably be some like thrown together, like 5 diva non-elimination tag match, where it'll be like, you know, one fall to a finish, or they'll do like a battle royal where it'll be like they'll be dressed like the gobbledygook or like eggs. It'll be like a Thanksgiving themed pie fight battle royal with the winner becoming the #1 contender. You know, divas. And I guess Team Authority is, I have to look at this picture, Cesaro, Rollins, Rusev, Mark Henry, Luke Harper, Kane might not be wrestling because he hasn't won a match in a long time. Against the team of John Cena's team of John Cena. Eric Rowan? Because they're dropping his stalker gimmick? I don't know. Big Show. Because he's feud with Henry, I guess. Ryback, because Reigns is injured. And Ziggler, because they need him to, you know, become this like awesome face. Just mentioned they're doing this in St. Louis, the home of Randy Orton. So I'm thinking someone on Team Cena is going to get dropped by somebody. So then have Orton come down. Unless they do like a 6-person authority and then Orton joins Team Cena. This is probably one of the most bizarre looking groups I can think of. Harper makes very little sense. Rowan makes even less sense. It's like someone threw the names people on the roster in a hat and then pulled them out like, Great Khali. Oh, we fired him? Ryder. Injured or is he fired? Oh, Dallas? Injured? Okay. Roman Reigns. Daniel Bryan. Curtis Axel. No? Adrian Neville? Huh? Is it Sami Zayn? Tyler Breeze? Hideo Itami? Finn Balor? Why not pull a bunch of NXT people? Why not throw in Tyson Kidd? Justin Gabriel? The Lucha Dragons? The Vaudevillains? The Ascension? And this just seems like this seems to be this huge, massive match, and it just feels so random. You take guys who have pretty much nothing going on and throw them into this massive event, which just helped to decide the course of the fate of the genesis of the moment, because from this moment, the moment of the rise of the genesis of Cena running Raw, teaming up with the Golden Shovel. This is one of the big four. And it does not feel big at all. I was still hoping the most. I'm like, okay. Let's have Kane get injured and a surprise fifth member. It's Brock Lesnar. Because then it makes for an awesome setup against the opposing team. Rusev and Lesnar on Team Authority makes this fantastic story. Now all of a sudden John Cena has to overcome a really impressive team with two people that have never been defeated by him. And this year. And that makes for a really interesting scenario. Instead we've got like the most Rollins, who's feuding with currently really nobody. Henry, shooting at Big Show. Kane, because Cena Evil 2 is available on DVD and on demand. Rusev, he's a champion now. And he's feuding with Sheamus, who's no longer on the opposing team. He's feuding with Swagger, who's no longer on the opposing team. And Harper, because he's a team player, who's feuding with Rowan. Normally I can follow the logic, but if you just randomly throw something at the wall and see what sticks, this is kind of what you get for a pay-per-view. But at least no one has to pay for it. It's free for the month of November.